Yo, what's up guys, Ragnarok is finally here, and with it comes a few features from the new DLC Lost Colony, featuring one of the probably most busted structures we got in a long time. So let's quickly talk about all the features. Starting off with its costs, this basically is pretty similar to a replicator for the drill itself. And then in the terminal, you open its inventory, you go to the inventory, and over here you can craft those compartments. If you have enough space below it, the maximum compartments you can do is 729 because it's a 9x9x9 under the earth, which will bring you to a total cost of around 20,000 black pearls, something like 75,000 electronics, and so on. When placing the bunker, you're gonna have a good amount of lag because it's like loading up a lot of things, checking if the ground below you is clear or not. You can only place this thing in flat areas, so not in like entrances of red holes or anything like that. And also if there's water below you, you also can't place. The next thing that you should watch out for is, and I'm going to show you that in ghost mode, if below your thing is structures like this, you can't place any compartments in this area. It's also going to show you that, like it's going to be obstructed. I'm going to look at this in a second. If you filled your drill with a lot of compartments, you can go to the build mode. Over here you can basically see what's below it. So you can see the two lowest layers we can't use because below me there is the surface of the water. And then this over here basically shows what I showed you. This is like some mesh layers where you can't build because they're gonna obstruct it. For easier building you can also select single layers. So you can only choose things in this area over here. Or you deactivate it and you can freely place like this. It's pretty easy to be honest. So also on the outside, you can slap foundations to it. So you can also just like build a tower around it if you want to. And obviously you need to if you want to defend it against some enemies. When it comes to the bunker itself, you can enter it at the middle part or the console. Teleporting in there. As you see, this is the inside right now. This is only 7 high, but it's a 9x9. So it's going to be like 2 higher if you have complete space and no water below you. You can basically build anything in here. You can also build teleporters in here and they also work. You can just teleport out using the teleporter. Or you use this terminal, which you can create everywhere. Pressing E on one of the compartments, and it's going to create the terminal. What you can also do, if you have multiple terminals, you can go to the terminal, select a compartment, press teleport, and it's going to teleport you to this model. So you don't need like stairs or anything, you can just like teleport from level to level or from room to room that you have crafted. So, one important thing though, whatever you've stored in there, if this thing out here, the drill itself, gets destroyed, there's going to be no bags besides the bag of the drill, right? All tame's instantly going to die. And you can see this is all gone now. Now this is the most important part, and the most OP as well. This thing for enemies can only be entered if it's below 25% HP. If it is above, you can't enter. There's like a TEK force field around here and you can't use it. The thing though is, if you get it below 25,000 HP or 25% HP because it has 100,000 HP, and you're gonna see that at the top of my screen, it only takes 0.05 times the damage. So you almost do no damage to it. Which makes it basically one of the most overpowered spam structures. Like you can't build close to it. And it's very hard to destroy, so if you build that in front of your cave, this thing is going to be like a fucking monster in your spam. As the enemy, you can obviously also teleport in there. Just like this. And you can teleport out again as well. You can also use those terminals. No. Teleport out. If you, as the enemy, teleported out of these things, there's a timer. You can't instantly go back in. As you see down here, I have a 290 seconds timer, or like 300 seconds, like 5 minutes. You can't access this thing anymore. One last thing. TEK bunker is unlockable at level 80 if you have the DLC. And if we teleport into it, you cannot place any turrets inside of here. No TEK turrets and no heavy turrets. These are basically already all the important information that you need to know. Like I said, they can be implemented in towers, so obviously they're gonna basically buff the outside base building meta, because now you can store your crafting station, whatever, under the map. You can probably use multiple of them in multiple towers. You can build on top of pillars now with a tower and have your tame still safe underneath the ground in the pillar. And I think with that comes a lot of opportunities, but also obviously a lot of people gonna abuse it for meshing, because if you go under the mesh with that thing and you can somehow get around the wall, it's gonna be pretty shitty for everyone else on the server. With that said, I hope you like all the information. Support the channel by liking and subscribing, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.